Okay. All right. And before I get started, I want to make sure that you're hearing me loud and clear. Okay. Okay, so first of all, greetings. Welcome back to my channel. I am Ethereal Author, and I'm pretty much back doing a live stream. Haven't done one of these in a long time. Pretty much been very busy, but I have assured you, I have been keeping up with the content as far as uploading videos. So, so pretty much, before I get started with the actual session here, I do want to say that it has been a very blessing, a blessed 2 months as far as getting things going with the Dark ICHALOCHA book series. Pretty much, I don't know where to begin. First of all, I'd like to say that I do have a map created as far as with the first map created for the book series, as far as doing a city map. I will have that video posted below, as well as I have been doing a lot of production as far as like audio production. Recently, I've been looking at some companies to see if I get the Dark ICHALOCHA book series, published for audio for audio consumption. So hopefully by before the end of the year is out, we'll have that together. As far as like you can actually go listen to the audio book. It won't be on Amazon, but it will be on a different platform. I will let you know, the information, when it's available. Also, book 4, hopefully, book 4 will be out next month. Next month. Pretty much been doing a lot of writing, a lot of correcting, a lot of corrections, expanding the book series, with the word count for book 3, and I promise you won't be disappointed when it come out. Book 1, 2, and 3 is already out. You can check that out on Amazon as well. Excuse me, I'm just making sure my stream is doing well here. But yeah, so it has been a very good month, a couple months. Now, also the last video I posted up, I have finally finished the font system to the web series. Excuse me, to the book series, and now I'm on my second phase, is creating an actual sentence structure, making a phonetics chart. I'll tell you, this is gonna be like a couple of years before I actually finish the language, depending on how fast I work at it, or how consistent I work at it. But I do have a structure of approaching creating a new language for the book system. So for the book series. So anyway, as you can see right now, I have done another map, and pretty much this is going to be like the second map to the Illuminarium continent. Pretty much I use a lot of geometric shapes here, as you can see within. But pretty much if you look at a city above, how it's designed, with the city streets and stuff like that, all you see is geometric patterns, and so I decided to follow that here. So one thing I want to do is this: like I want to give, before I take this this map into incarnate.com, I do want to try to give it my own flair, give it my own my own workings to it, as far as like making it like the cement, pavement and stuff like that. And you see all this here, coming with the city streets right here. Excuse me, with the city streets right here. This is pretty much the city streets I'm gonna be working with right here. Setting the pavement and stuff like that. So, and the reason why I'm doing it this way, because like far as like trying to design. Well, let me put it this way. It's kind of very difficult for me to design a map and Incarnate, as far as drawing it by hand, because the fact is, like drawing stuff by mouse for me is very difficult. So I kind of like take the the easier route, or the cheap the quickest ways to get it done and make it still make it efficient. And also this area here, as well, you can see this is going to also be there's going to be like, stone masonry and stuff like that. This is where I'll be setting the actual houses, the actual buildings within these spaces, within these confines here. Now, as far as this, I have not decided yet. I'm going to, I'll figure it out soon. But this is going to be like the convergence area. I may make this a lighthouse. This big old circular where everybody. Well, this is like the citadel or the central of the city where everybody comes to meet. I haven't really worked out the details of that, but I most definitely want to make this map, and pretty much just give it some flair. So, also this is these are the walls as well right here. This is going to be the straight up walls to the excuse me, I think my mouse just froze here. Give me 1 second. So here. Excuse me. From here, this is also like, I don't know. I mean, this is pretty much I I try to keep separate, from the city streets. Like this is like, again, this is streets right here, but this is more like the wall of the city. So this is where I'm gonna be working from. Well, looking at. Anyway, so let's get started. But before I do, let me blow my nose. So don't want to be rude here. Give me 1 second. All right, gotta excuse me, Atlanta. I'm not really used to Atlanta's pollen yet. Living here for close to 10 years, and the pollen has not been great. I tell you. All right, so one thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to just go ahead and make a base layer. I have my layers here, and I'm going to copy. Well, everything's already grouped here, so. So I'm just going to make everything a one simple layer here. And this is, I'm going to turn into a smart layer. Let's see how this works out. Convert this to smart layer. That way I'm only working with one layer. So now that, if I, without doing that, I won't be able to like, quick select anything that's going to stay confined in that, within the lines here. So let's test it out. See where we're going with this. Where's the quick select here? I also want to let you know I am working with Photoshop the 2024 edition, and pretty much like to my experience, I'm not, sometimes they move a lot of stuff around with the updates and stuff like that. So if I'm seeing like I'm getting a little lost, just spirit, but bear with me. Photoshop is my favorite app to use. I might try Coral Painter in the future. I am thinking about getting a drawing pad, so I can do more freestyle. But because I am trying to get back to illustration. Hopefully I will be able to do a illustration video for you guys, drawing straight up freehand. I kind of have a lot of difficulty doing freehand work these days because of the fact that I haven't been practicing. But we see what happens. But for those who like to do Photoshop, if you can afford it, go ahead and get it. So what I'm doing right here is I'm basically just testing the consistency, or the what they call it, the consistency of the lines, making sure it doesn't bleed over to any other lines here. So, and I'm doing that for a reason, because the fact is, like, if there's broken lines, it can interfere with the how smooth the work is. Now this is the city streets right here. So one thing I want to do is this. I'm going to have to like work in layers with this, so I could be able to not smush everything together as far as with the layer design and the city design. So right now what I'm gonna do this. I'm going to make I'm gonna make everything concrete right now. So I'm gonna create another layer, duplicate. No, I'm gonna do a new layer. Excuse me. Yes. Okay. New layer. Here we go. And we're gonna make this concrete base. That's what we're gonna do right here. And so pretty much, again, as I was saying before, doing this. As a matter of fact, let's go look for. I don't know. Should I look for something, or should I just go and design it in Photoshop? Well, let's do a design. Let's work with this Photoshop. To let's get my head done something here. To just basically just keep everything original. Normally, I would like to bring in some pictures and stuff like that of Oh God, what's going on here? Let's see real quick. Okay, here we go. Maybe do this. Okay, make sure everything stays on the same layer. I don't know why I was doing that. Okay, and I keep pushing that goddamn button. All right, there we go. Again, like I said, Photoshop changes a lot of things around during some of the updates. Not a lot, but I find it's like sometimes in the major updates they do. Like I could never use Photoshop 10 years ago, or even 2 years ago, with Photoshop, you know, trying to say the same about it because like I said, they do a lot of change ups. Now a lot of change ups is pretty good. I kind of like how they move stuff around so it could be like a lot of things that they group together as far as the functionality. Like for example, like years ago, I don't know how old how old you are or have. If you ever a Photoshop user, they got this feature called oil paint, right? And pretty much oil paint was a standalone feature, not a feature, but a standalone function. But they added to like the stylized filters, and that was I don't think that was I think that was never with the filters and stuff like that. So anyway, so let's do this. So I also I'm gonna replace these at incarnate.com, and the reason why is because they actually have these are like I didn't say siege tower, but they more like watchtowers, like pretty much like where soldiers can keep an eye on the city and stuff like that. Every city should have a guard tower or a watchtower. But anyway, so watchtower. No, let me shut up. I'm about to say something crazy. Anyway, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's find a gray. Matter of fact, let's do this. Yeah, let's do a gray. I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Now, don't be too concerned about how it's looking right now because the fact is, like, I'm not trying to do too much as far as the work. I missed some powders here. That's all right. I can just add it there. But don't try to get too focused on making it too pretty in Photoshop, because the fact is, like I said before, Incarnate has a lot of stuff that you can bring into your design, and that's the one of the features I loved about incarnate.com, and that's the reason why I'm using it right now. And trust me, you really want to just keep everything at a minimum. As you see, here's the outline of the city here, So, all right, so let's do this. I'm going to do the city streets, different color. Now, here's the problem. Now, since these lines are connected, they're going to appear to be it's going to turn everything the same color. So let's do another layer, and we'll say streets. And this is a good thing about producing layers and stuff like that. I keep saying stuff like that a lot, maybe because I'm fucking nervous. I'm not really a live streamer, so. Okay, so let's say gray streets. There we go, gray streets. Here we go. I spelled gray wrong. Oh, fuck it. Greyhound streets. How about that? Since I want to spell gray like that, let's do Greyhound streets. I'll tell you that, speaking of Greyhound, I kind of got a flashback, when I was first, when I was getting married to my wife. I was going back and forth with Greyhound. And I'll tell you one thing, though. I like this. I like going to Greyhound for Detroit to New York, but I wouldn't do Greyhound going any place else. Not to say I have anything against Greyhound, but as far as health wise, like my legs will swell up, but if I was going to Detroit, going to New York from Detroit, I almost definitely hop on Greyhound in like any second. All right, so here's that problem. We have these gray areas here, but we're not gonna worry about that yet because we're gonna fix that in incarnate, incarnate. So yeah. Anyway, so let's choose a lighter gray. Lighter gray. Matter of fact, speaking of Greyhound, I'm kind of jumping subject here, but speaking of Greyhound, like I would most definitely would like to take a cross country trip like by bus because, you know, one thing I say about flying, flying is great, as far as time consuming. But if you want to like get the good cross country feel, like seeing the seeing the countryside that way, it'd be great. You know, that was not too bad. Let me try something here. I wanna see if I can try something here. Now I'm looking at the streets here. Let's do this. Let's give it some texture right here. For the I don't know for this area here. Now here's the thing about it. I may add a little bit more color, like like moss and stuff like that, because uh, since since this is gonna be a port city. So having moss, could pretty much like lot of this stuff grows around moisture and stuff like that. I might add something in the streets or something. You know, depending on the situation. I'm not quite sure yet, but I am kind of like thinking about what we could do here. So yeah, so let's add some texture here because it's now I'm kind of like losing my sight with the gray monotone. So one thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to see if I can go into I think it's color overlay. I think. And I think I could choose a pattern, find a pattern here somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry, not color overlay. Here's pattern right here. As you can see, they give you a pattern that already built in. This is like more like trees and stuff like that. But let's look for something. Let's go with water. Then let me see. I wonder if I can scale down on that. And let me see. I want to blend that. Let's see if I can do a color blend or a screen. Okay. Okay, so that's a problem. But nothing that we cannot solve. So let's do this real quick. Let's take this off the screen. Matter of fact, I'm going to play around with the blend mode, see what we can come up with. You never know what you may find, See, even this, like I kind of like that, It kind of gives you that marine color, like that dark cobblestone. So that's the reason why you should always play with this stuff, because you never know what you get out of it. Yeah, I like that. Excuse me for blowing my nose, man. I tell you, my sinus is like fucking nuts. Now, one thing I want to try to do as well. Let's see if I could change the let's see if I can work with the levels, because I do want this to pop in a little bit more. So let's see what will happen if we adjust the levels here, because oh wow, we really don't have much to work with here. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it kind of takes away a little bit. I don't know. Let me see. Play with the slider. So, matter of fact, let's try something different. Let's make this. Let's go back to the FX. Excuse me for that noise. Let's go back to the FX. Let's take up color patterns. Let's go with a darker gray. We could adjust the layer. Matter of fact, let me see something here. Since we got this here, let's always check the mode. Okay, the mode is pretty good here. Not a problem. A lot of times you want to check some stuff because something can make be interfering with your design. You never know what it is. Like I said, always check your image, your mode, check the style and stuff like that. Sometimes you just may have to just work what you have. So I'm gonna make this darker a little bit so I can get a good contrast of the streets, and I'm gonna bring this up just a tad bit and see what happens here. Alright, so let's put that pattern back on. Now, what I wanted some white picks to come here. So let me see if I can do something here. Let me do a duplicate here. Right now I'm basically just testing out, testing out options here, so I can like get like depth into this area here. So just bear with me 1 minute. Okay, I said I was gonna add green, so let's do this. Let's turn off the pattern here, and I'm going to see if I can make this area green. So I'm going to reselect everything here. There we go. And once I get done with this, I'm going to take it to I'm going to take it within the shoot, I forgot. Incarnate.com, excuse me, kind of lost train of thought here. And I'm going to begin the first phases of designing a landmass. If I haven't did it already. So, all right. So pretty much what I got here. So I'm going to make this green, maybe like a grayish green or something like that. Don't know. Like I said, this might be a city that has moss because it's a very humid city. Not humid. That's the humid. It's a city that's around water. You can put it that way. Shit, can't remember. All right, so this is not turning green. So what's going on here? There we go. And I'm basically I'm just playing around with options here. But yeah, as I was saying before, I'm in a process of. I didn't select that yet. I'm in the process of having a audio formats to the book series, which I have been trying to figure out for the past year, which route to go. I initially wanted to do it with Amazon, but it's just that my opportunity with Amazon is not feasible, do financial wise. Not to get too much in depth with that, but it really costs a lot of money to produce an audio book, which is not in the budget right now. But doesn't mean that it's Amazon's fault. It's just just a situation that I can't mess with right now. All right, so let's do this. Let's try another pattern overlay. Okay, let's do this. Let's bring this in. I'm going to go back to normal. No, don't want to do normal. Let's do dark. I'm also want to say that if you could do a audio book with Amazon, go for it, man. Shoot. Oh, that's nice. I like that soft light. So let's do this. Scale up. That's more like okay. Yeah, if you can do an audio book with Amazon, go ahead and do that, man. Shoot, All right. I really want some black speckles to come in here. No, I'm not really get unless no, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I don't have to make it colorful. Let's work with the streets real quick. Now with the streets, I'm gonna duplicate the streets again. Let me see where the streets at. Greyhound streets. Let's move this up here. Greyhound streets. There we go. I'm gonna duplicate that. Always like to duplicate stuff just in case I mess up on one there. And I'm okay. Good. It's on the top there. So let's do this. Let's see. Let's hit this with a pattern as well. Matter of fact, I want to. Let's see. Yeah, let's hit that with a pattern. I'm gonna leave the straight as gray so we can have some contrast within the city. So let's hit the streets with excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's hit the streets with a pattern. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's pretty good. Pattern. Let me see. I'm gonna I'm gonna darken and I know I kind of like it in a way. I mean, of course, it's not ideal. I don't, not ideal. But once I blend it with, let me see, darken. I'm gonna take down the opacity. Then I'm gonna darken it. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna turn this back on, and I'm going to. There we go. Now let's see if I can give it a little bit more contrast. Matter of fact, let's try something here. I got an idea. See if it works. We're gonna try two ways. We're gonna try brightness and contrast, and we're gonna try our levels. See where that takes us. Pretty much not getting much here going on here. Now, also, here's another idea too. Here's another idea. Let me see. Maybe I can work with the patterns. Let's try another pattern. See what we can find. We got water. We got grass. That's most likely dirt. Well, I'm seeing dirt. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Now this is probably good for like a deep jungle map. Where the roads are, because you have dirt roads. This is probably a nice jungle city. If which I will hopefully when I get to it, I will have one. But yeah, now this is pretty interesting. Let me see what happens here if you take it down a bit. But the problem is the reason why I don't like that because of course it's it's green. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna stick with the watercolor since it's a coastal city, and I'm just gonna turn down the opacity or whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let me see. Also, what you could probably do is this too. If you you could probably just convert this together. Once you get done with it, and duplicate it. And hold on. I'll tell you what. I'll show you. Pretty much what I was about to say is that you could probably once you get done with this, you could probably take this idea, and then you can make this make everything a smart layer. There you go. Then what you can do is you could duplicate this smart layer, duplicate layer. Okay, what the fuck happened? Let's go back. I think I meant hit delete. Let's duplicate the layer. All right, here we go. All right. See that? I kind of like that. Let's give me see what I got going on here. Just receive the message. Yeah, it's good. I'm pretty much a person that constantly is looking at messages because it's very important for me to stay update on a lot of things that that goes on around my life and the world today. All right, so let's take this. Let's turn this gray. So we're gonna take out the saturation here and use saturation, and I'm going to just kill the saturation here. Now another thing what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to duplicate this again because I want to try to. Right now I'm just going to experiment, see what I come up with. So I'm going to turn this off here, and I'm going to play around with the saturation, see what happens. So I'm going to turn this up, and we'll see if I can destroy the hue. All right. Here we go. So I'm gonna turn this back on, and I'm gonna blend this together, see what happens. Just play around with it. Now here's the thing about it. I kind of like what's going on here because now it is giving me what I want as far as like contrast. You know, when I'm playing around with it. Not soft. Let's try light again. All right, see what happens. Now I'm gonna push the saturation up here because I do want some vibrancy going on here. But first, let's play with contrast. I should have did that first. See what happens. Nope. Change that back to 0. And nope. It said use legacy. What does legacy mean? It gives you the real. It gives you the real brightness and contrast. All right, I think I have an idea now. And I'm gonna take this down maybe a couple pegs. Now there, I have my city. Okay, so pretty much as of right now, I'm not gonna really worry about um, I'm not gonna really worry about too much about it. Now for this part here, this is gonna be my walls and stuff like that, like the inner walls of the map. So right now let's do this. Let's I don't know, maybe I don't know if I want to do anything else to it. Maybe I want to add. Maybe I want to push the gray up a bit because I don't want it to be too obvious. So as far as like or here's another thing. Let's see what happens when we do a gamma ray because I wanted to give it a smoky feel too, not too much gamma correction. There we go. And I am doing this for a good reason too because because when I start placing the houses, I want you to be able to see the house. I want as far as the buildings, I want to have good contrast with the buildings and stuff like that. So there's a reason why I'm doing it. Why I'm doing it this way. Hmm. Okay, here's another thing I want to do. I want to add some lines to the roads, and the reason for that because I wanted to give it more contrast, especially like if I am working with the map that's watercolor, which I will be working for this map with. So let me duplicate this. Duplicate. Okay, and I'm going to take the let me see, let's go to stroke here. Go to stroke and see what happens. As you see, it is kind of giving. It's kind of giving me what I want here. Okay, but the problem is like the streets. Uh, I should have did this first. I'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So the problem is this, like the opacity is different. Click OK. And one thing I like about the lines is giving it distinctability as far as like um you know it kind of gives me a good outline how I'm going to set the buildings within each other. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to export this as a JPEG as a PNG. And I'm going to put it on desktop. There we go. PNG. Now, here's the thing about it. Make sure if you can select the highest quality, please do so, because like you want the best quality as possible when you're designing these maps. I don't think I think I remember showing you that the Luminarium map, the world map itself, is like 8K. It says 8K and is like large, and I did that for a reason because I did it for like print quality and stuff. So let's do this. Put this on desktop. Save. You know. Okay, let's go to incarnate.com. Hopefully my account's still active. I haven't used it in a minute, so we'll go to incarnate.com real quick. Give me 1 second. Before I go, let me check some messages and stuff. Okay. Let's go to incarnate.com. Now, I'm not going to finish everything at once. I'm just basically going to give you some idea, show you a little demonstration. I don't know if I'm going to finish it tonight because pretty much like doing something like that, doing the map, it really takes like a lot of dedication, a lot of. It's very time consuming. Excuse me, very time consuming. Excuse me. So pretty much like I might just set the basis for the whole thing. If I can bring this over here, I don't know if y'all can see that. So as I said before, I'm going to pretty much just set the landmass or the landscape for it. And matter of fact, let me get this off of here. And so we can just get started. Now, if I have already set up the landmass, then we're good to go. Okay, which apparently I did not do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a landmass. Now, before I continue, this is the last map I have done. These are like the ugly maps I did first. Did not turn out too good. I would delete them, but I just want to show you that there can be trial and error, But this is the last map I did, of the capital city. And I did that for a reason. Also, this will be on my website, be on the Dark ICHALOCHA website, because I will be doing a major update to that website, major designs as well, to, just basically keep up the time. I'm just trying to figure out the art direction right now. But hopefully before the end of the year is out, the website will be, it will be updated. But this is like the map I did before, working with the Illuminarium map maybe like a month ago, trying to get things together. And I think it looks pretty awesome, I'm going to print this out in color to see what it looks like, But this is pretty much like, I have done before with the first map. Well, not the first map. This is like the final design to the Illuminarium map and stuff like that. I want the Super City to be beautiful. I did want to be more 3D-ish, Of course, that didn't work out. I say like 3D-ish is like more for like battle maps, or if you're trying to, really get in there. So, as far as like trying to like give a good wow factor. So this is the first. This is what I came up with the Luminarium city map. So yeah. So let's move on to getting the base work for the other map. So now one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import the map I just recently done. So let's get out of here. Edit map, and we don't need to save this one. Actually, this is like almost 2 months. Yeah, actually it's a month old. So let's do this. Let's return the map, excuse me. And we're gonna create a new map. Now these are like the fantasy maps I was telling you about. Like you could do this is like the battle, actual battle map and stuff like that. I really like this because it's really detailed on the inside. But it's also more, it's like if I were to do something like this, I'd probably focus on the area of a city, then work on this, to get into detail. Not quite sure how how that work out. This is more like for like if you do a World of Warcraft, like RPG games. All this stuff you can use for RPG games. This is like very wonderful to a very wonderful tool to do. Also, I heard that this is another website I mentioned before called World Anvil. Now, I do want to work with the website, but the website's kind of like for me it's kind of difficult. I'm gonna really have to like look at some videos to see what direction I want to how to use a website. So let's try this. Let's go to watercolor cities, right? Here we go. And pretty much you can choose whatever city you want. What you want to use. Pretty much, I'm going to use my map is going to be in this direction here. Let me show you. Matter of fact, let's just going to get started. Okay, let's choose this style here. I'm always going to go large. Let's do this. For I don't know. I don't want to do 1K. I don't know. Let's do 3K, and hopefully my PC won't blow up. As far as with the CPU unit, because I do have a lot of crap going on here. So I'm going to even this map out, with the columns and stuff like that. I'm going to do 80 by 80. That should give us enough space, way enough space. Okay, so it's not picking up. Okay, maybe okay. Well, I'm not able to do 80K, so let's go with medium then. Let's do private. Let's do 80. Yeah, I think they get. You see, I think they really get ready get rid of the Ultra K and stuff like that. Anyway, you gotta understand that Incarnate is always to my understanding, this one thing that makes Incarnate a very good site. They're always always updating, adding features, taking away features and stuff like that, and that's the type of, if any website doesn't do that, as far as like any website or any company that doesn't update their website, I tend to stay away from, because like if a company updates their website, it shows me that they're developing or they're actually growing. Not to say they're not growing if they don't do anything, but I pretty much like to look at something different. Like every time I look at a company. Now I'm not saying I'm not saying that it's a bad thing they don't do that. It's just my preference. Like as a person who likes to I don't know who likes what they call it, who like to see change, like to see development, like to see growth. Okay, so I'm gonna confirm this. I'm gonna make this a little larger. Save and proceed to Illuminarium. Confirm. Okay, what's going on here? I think I got to label the map. Let me see. For your country, I'll make. Okay, I think I gotta give it a name. So save, and it's gonna be. And also, this is a great website too, because the fact that like if you can't afford to hire a fantasy map cartographer, this website pretty much gives you everything that you need to do so. Proceed. Yes, proceed. Now, one thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to start off by building the water up first. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which is the best way to go. Because one thing I'm thinking, like I should go and just put the map in here, and put the I should just go ahead and just put the map in here first, or I should just go ahead and just build a water up. But right now, I'll tell you what. This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna put the map in here. I gotta import it anyway, so I'm going to go to import asset. Go to the stamp tool here. Let's see, open catalog. And we're going to import. We can upload it here. Choose files. Make sure your files is either PNG or JPEG. For me, since for me, I always like to do PNG because the fact is, like most of my most of my most of my files have no background to it. You know. So let's do this. Where did I save it at? There we go. Open. It said max files is 8 MB. Okay, so we have to take this down a bit. So image size, how big it is? Okay, 300. Okay. So I'm gonna bring it down to 100. That's killing it too much. I don't want to kill the resolution, but I do have to, like. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's keep it at 300. And we're just going to have to... Okay, that should be fine. Okay. Alright, that should be fine. We're going to save this and we're going to re-export it out. So... Okay. Also, I want to let you... Let me see. Also, I want to let you know that this might be a problem here, too. Is since... what I'm going to do is here, I'll probably add water around here. As if this was the bridge, then just to make it better. Okay, there's a problem here. There's something it's cut off down here. So let me do this. I got to go back in here. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Didn't see that cut off there. Camera size, image. Also, make sure you pay attention to detail. Very important. So I'm gonna change it to 12. Okay. There we go. Okay, now you see I have the details here messed up. I can fix that later. I'm not really too concerned about that. Because this will be covered, by I don't know. We'll figure it out anyway. So let's export this again. See, export this as. First of all, let me see. Make sure the image size is correct. Since I had to push it out bigger. Image size. Okay, still the same. Very good. All right, let's check it out. Let's go ahead, rock and roll with that. Export. And again, we do PNG. Okay. Let's take it out of here. Okay. Choose image. Okay, could not. Please make sure you are choosing. Okay, so right now it's going to save as a stamp, which is fine. Now, I always say this. This is going to be your map design, and okay. First, I got universal. This is going to be a map design, so don't get too stuck on what you should do because you've seen other people do it. Because I'm guilty of that. Trying to figure out, okay, what do people want to see, and and my thing is like don't worry about what you think what people want to see. Just do your own dang thing. All right. Now we have our city here, right? Now, one thing I want to do is this. I want to expand it out because there are going to be some matter of fact. We see. We're not too worried about that. We're going to I just want to expand it out because I am going to add more docks here and stuff like that for boats, you know. But this is going to be more like for land. Like this is like, I'm sorry, this is going to be the docking area, but this is going to be like more for. This is going to help me set the precedence for where I'm going to put the actual landmass. You know, that's what I'm talking about. But first, before I do the landmass, let me see something. Let's see if I can stretch the city. You know, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of odd doing that, but they say you shouldn't stretch it because it looks cheap. But you know, okay. So here we got our Illuminari port city. So let's go ahead and create. First of all, let's create the landmass. Okay. So I'm gonna blind this shit out of this so you won't see it. You know, and we're going to first of all I'm going to focus on the water. Now this is going to be very important dealing with water because, like, you know, I'm going to build the depth of water first, and then I'm going to come in and like gradually, make the like adding different shades to the water. You know, I really like this background here because the first background, like, you know, I could build a sky kingdom. I'm not quite sure. You know, just thinking about some new stuff. All right, so let's see. Let's go find us some water. Open catalog. We're gonna do watercolor battle. No, this is watercolor cities. All right. Okay, they got some good water textures here. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take these two watercolors here, or maybe this right here. I'm not quite sure, but this is more of a teal. I'm gonna see if I can change that to more of a green when but green is more Caribbean, so I don't know. Matter of fact, no, we're just gonna leave it as is. So let's do this, and I'm going to color the whole damn map. There we go. I don't know why I still got the cloudy effect. You know, this is supposed to be water. I don't know. Let me see if I can find something because it looks too cloudy. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to go back in, open. Yeah, let's get some deeper water. Oh, they got some like tide textures here. You know, if you want to add some tide, yeah, oh, that look nice. I don't want to do too much, but I'm gonna probably stamp a couple in, like do a tap. You know, matter of fact, see if I can make this bigger. Hmm. Maybe later. I don't want to do that right. Let's go. Let's go darker. Let's get out of here. Watercolor battle maps. We're gonna go a little bit darker because I really want to get that contrast in there. There we go. There we go. All right, let's do this. Let's do okay. Let's do the lighter areas here. Say because basically I'm going to try to like do some gradient effects here. Let it tap here, you know, just a little bit. Come back in here, and then I'm going to add the land mass. Open. Now I'm going to add a darker, like a more like a wet light, a wet like land mass or something like that. Forest. No, we're going to do forest filters. Let's do. Of course, we're in the grassy land, so we're going to basically just bring that in here. All right. And we're just going to start off with that. All right. Okay, let's do this. Let's give this a little bit more depth. First of all, let's bring in the object. Let's turn it back on. See what we're looking. How we looking? All right. Okay. So since we're gonna add a little bit more just to here. I'm not gonna go too much out of the landmass here. And I'm gonna hit the area here with a little bit more lightness to the like little depth of water here. Like, because most ships, cannot. If you don't have shallow water, you know, well, it's called sea level, baby. Let me put it that way. So basically, I'm just trying to build the sea level and stuff like that. So, all right, that looks kind of good. I'm gonna go back in here a little bit more. Now, I don't know what to do with this part down here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should put another roadway that's not seen. But this is like I can always fix that. Just put a roadway down here. I'm not not really kind of sure. Now, this area here is pretty much like the most likely oh my god, like the market area, like the what they call it, the docking. I don't know what they call it. It's like a market. It's on the. It's like a market on the near like like a merchant market near the where the boats are, because like there where a lot of people purchasing supplies and stuff like that. And I do have a section in the city in one of the books that has that. So, and also I might put a wall right here. A wall right here too. Not quite sure, like a seawall. You want those seawalls to be there, because like if you don't have it, seawalls can, your city can really get hit by by high tides and stuff like that. All right, so let's give it a little more texture now. Let's go ahead and put a. I'm going to. I don't need another stamp. I'm looking for like a clip or something. Not big clips, but a clips, because like I want to give it depth. So let's do this. Let's try universal, because like okay, universal's not giving me what I want. Oh, see that? Okay, this is what I was telling you about how with Incarnate. That's how they update stuff. They got some whole new stuff now. I don't know if this is Christmas stuff. They got camps. This is what I'm telling you about. This is why I like this website. They pretty much update the shit out this with the assets. I wonder what else they got up in here. I like that. Okay, I didn't see this before. Now this is new. But new to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get distracted, but I'm like, wow, they got some new stuff I didn't even know they had here. Yeah, like this stuff here. Wow. And one thing I really like about this website too, because the fact is that you can actually use these as emblems to, like, say, okay, here's the magic shop, or here's the temple. Like, you can use icons and use those icons as your key, what's it called, the map key, or your legend, your map legend, where it has like symbols and they explain what is what. you know Matter of fact, I will get into that later. But this is amazing. Like, they really update the hell out of it. Oh man, ice statues, ice titan swords. This is why I really like Incarnate. It's like, it's just like meat. Well, okay, wow. They really think about everything. Now, one thing I wonder if Incarnate is going to have an actual futuristic map, where you could design a futuristic map. I'm quite sure you could use this to design like alien worlds and stuff like that. Actually, somebody has designed an alien world. It looks freaking awesome. I can't really describe it. I gotta figure out. I think it's on Reddit somewhere, but you know. Okay, enough of getting distracted, man. This is amazing. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and find that. Find that. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me type in clips instead to save time. Sometimes you have to type the stuff in. All right, here we go. We got dungeon clips, gothic horror. I'll tell you this is very good for those who want to like I said, start off. Let's try this. Now you see, now this is more for like battle maps. I don't want this right now. Um, Let me see something here. Maybe I can try something different. They have a whole bunch of stuff here. I tell you, these sinuses is killing me. All right, I like that. I don't know. I mean, hmm. Now just because I like it doesn't mean I'm going to keep it. But I like the way I don't know. It actually kind of fits right in there. Let me move my object to the top. Okay. I don't know. Okay, hold on for a minute. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is what I was telling you about. Like cancel. Shoot, I don't. You know, like I said before. Now I'm not going to add no cliffs. No, I'm just going to add the cliffs where it's needed. So, I can push that down. There we go. All right, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right. So, I don't know. I'm going to do a little more color rifting here so I can get it right. But this looks pretty. I wish it was. Can I make you see something? Okay, you know what? Now that I know what it looks like, I'm gonna make this a little bit more, give it more grayish hue, a more brownish hue, just to add depth the actual clips. And I'm gonna expand it out a little bit too. Just make it a little bit bigger. Not too. Let me see if I can bring this down a bit. There we go. And say like this is like the port area. Um, I want to let you know I'm not an expert in maps. My thing is this: like before you start your map, make sure you do a give yourself a quick geography lesson. I don't know if geography is still taught in class, taught in schools. I found out there's a lot of shit they don't teach anymore in schools, like cursive writing or actual history, like American history. Here, I guess it's not important. All the crazy, you know, whining going on. Don't want to get too much into that, but yes, you know, I don't think American history is racist. I mean, it's history. If you don't know your history, you can't. If you don't know your past, you can't proceed in the future, right? All right. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with this later. This is something. This is like later on tweaking. But let me push this up. But yeah, I might. It's kind of interesting because I might. I don't know. I should have added. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I could probably add um, more ships down here, like more like docking, like the Lord. I don't know. Maybe create a path around here for more docking and stuff like that. Now that's something I probably have to do it incarnate because I didn't really think about how this was gonna play out. But you know, so let's do some tweaking here. I'm not going to complete this tonight. I want to save something for tomorrow, but I am going to try and I don't know try to come up with some stuff. Maybe this is on a clip, so I'm not quite sure. We could always push it back. I don't know. Let me see. Because this is like the market area, so I do want the maybe I can add some. Hmm. Let's test something out real quick. If it works out, I will continue with it. If not, we'll make it work. Let me see if I can add more like a landmass around here, maybe like a curve. because they do. You can't add stuff here. So let's do this. Let's I don't know. Should I do a painting? Should I do an actual land map? Let's do a land mass. Let's just build something around here. Um, I don't know if you see. Maybe I should make it smooth. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so I know what I'm working with. Okay. Now I know how I'm working with now. I know what to do. So I'm not saying it's going to stay. I'm basically just testing it out. But I want to see if I can make an additional port right here. Like lower area ports here. That's why I'm actually going to build a landmass. So let's do this. And actually, this could be like a landmass. Then maybe I don't know. Maybe I could add a beach here. Who knows? It could be a lot. Maybe there's not a beach here. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know some cities that have a beach. Port cities that have a beach. But okay, so let me see. I gotta find. Let's see advanced options. I gotta find. Gotta find the field. Hmm. Let's make it rugged. I don't, sometimes, like I said before, sometimes it's, areas are smooth. Sometimes, it could be rugged. You know, I don't know. Maybe smooth should work out. Okay, where the hell? How the hell can I change the? I need to change. Well, first of all, let's change the texture here because it's killing me. Let me see. Let's go to advanced options here, advanced settings, and we're going to change the hue. Play around with the hue, see what happens. And nothing is happening. Why not? Okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know why why the options not changing. Let's see transform. Nope, don't want to do that. I guess it's one of those. Okay, I see something happening, but I don't see much. Oh, that's pretty interesting. That's why I say you should really play around with this stuff. Okay, I can't make it a different color. That's fine. Um, we'll figure. Matter of fact, let's just go back here. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to see if I can change the color here. I'm kind of like having a problem because I want to change it to more of a stony color. Let's see, open catalog. Maybe I need to do that first, then go back into it. Let's see. See, like this is a concrete, right? So pretty much like if pretty much using this. Let me see if it works. No, it's still there. Shit. Okay, I think they changed the feature on me, unless I forgot. Because let's see. Okay, let me see. Enable massive pads. I'm basically trying to change the rock formation. Let's see, fill. Oh no! Don't fill everything, shit. Okay. All right. I see if I gotta. I don't know. I mean, I forgot how to change it. This is what happens when you don't continue using shit. Especially like a website that constantly changes things around. But it's my fault. I really haven't been designing stuff. But the thing is, though, we're gonna have fun in figuring this out. Say we could have a lower port area here. I'll figure it out later. But I'm just basically I'm just testing the waters here. Like what more can we add here to what more can we add here? It's like, cause like the city right now, I feel like the city is claustrophobic, so it's making me feel claustrophobic, and like, I don't want this just to be the only areas that has ports and stuff like that. Like for example, like this is the market, so I may add more here and actually put the ports, right here. 'Cause remember, this is a city wall. Last time I put right there. So, and I'm basically trying to turn this to like stone, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna like, I don't know. It's gonna have to be like, I don't know. It's gonna really like, I'm really trying to like make it better. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna leave it as is, right now, and play around with it later and see if I can change that color. But it's like the city is coming along. Matter of fact, before I go, I want to give myself a reminder like why this is here. So I'm gonna add some. Maybe I can add some ports or docks or something like that. Not quite sure. I'm going to add a little road here. Maybe, matter of fact, let's do that right now before I end this. Ooh, wait a minute, see what's this? You got a background. What is this? Maybe I can do it this way. I'm not quite sure. Let's see what happens. Cause remember, we still. Come on. All right, never mind. We're still on stone here, so let's see what happens. Oh shit! That's what I should have did. All right, all right. But the problem is it's too dark, so I'm gonna have to turn up the opacity here. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay, so the problem was that this is basically like laying down the landmass or laying down the land. But if I go here, I can go over this with the texture. And that's how it works out. Okay, I'm going to change the smoothness as well, and I'm going to push up the opaqueness or whatever to not the opacity. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm going to push up the I don't know. Maybe I think it's maybe the brightness. See what happens with the brightness. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want because pushing up the brightness. The problem is I don't like the way it looks as far as like it looks kind of, I don't know. Maybe let me see. Shit, I fucked up. All right, let's do this. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the only problem I have with it. So I don't know because it's not really matching the background like I want, and it also like it's giving it a fake effect. Now again, I could just say, hey, you know what? Just toss some docs here and stuff like that. You know, add another maybe like the outer markets. I don't know. Adding outer markets and stuff like that. I'm just basically playing around with it. I could always change this later, but I don't want that right there. Because remember, I also want to give myself, I don't want to commit myself to an actual land mass that's not working. But, like I said before, this could be like the inner markets and this could be the outer markets. And I can just create pathways into the city here. But again, I don't like that stone because the stone is too obvious. I want something that's a little bit smaller. Maybe I can change this. Maybe, matter of fact, let's do this. Let's change the size. Maybe I can change the size of it. Give it a little bit more refined look. Let's see. No, that's the size of the brush. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Size of the brush. Yeah, even with the size of the brush. So maybe there's something in there. I'm going to take everything off here. I'm going to keep it like that for... Matter of fact... Yeah, matter of fact, I'm kind of confused here because I don't want to lose anything here. Let's add some boats here. Let me see, or boats or oh crap. Let me go back here. I'm kind of like getting kind of confused here. It happens sometimes, but just bear with me. Let's go back to let's get off of here. First of all, let's do this. Let's save a map. We got 209 changes. That's too many changes to not be saving. There's a lot of times that I have messed up by not saving. That a lot of times, like you do have glitches that kick you off the system, not on the website's end, but those your laptop. Happens with me with my laptop. Like a lot of times, like it glitches out. Sometimes it freezes. And you know you don't want to kick yourself in the butt for not saving frequently. If your equipment kills out on you. So let's do this. Let's play around with it a little bit, just a little bit more, because I want to see what I can do with it. And I'm kind of like how the setup is going. How everything is coming together. I'm just kind of getting like slightly confused with a lot of things here, as far as like like I said, I think the website changes features here. But it's still Inkitt is still a good it's still a good site. Trust me. Like I said, they did some good updates here. I think I want to play around with it later, at a later date. So let me see. I'm gonna add some assets here to maybe let's look for some docs. Okay, see they have it all. Now I'm looking for a fantasy doc here. Docs, okay. Now they have some stuff here. Let me see. Watercolor cities. That's core. That's desert. They got ships. And most likely you will have wooden bridges for docking there. Also, you can have stone. Let's try something. I'm gonna try two things. I'm gonna play around with two things. I'm gonna put it on the map, as I'm gonna keep this as a reminder. So, say that I want some docks, right? So I'm gonna put this down here. You know. Now I'm gonna have to go back and do some research and stuff like that. And a lot of times, like some of these docks don't. They are not. Let me see. I don't know. I'm just put these here. I don't know how it's gonna work out at the end, but I'm basically just testing things out. See, they got a lot of assets here too. You can mess around with. I don't know. Okay, so we got that right here. I'm basically just putting things in place. This is not this is not this is not this is not concrete work. I'm just basically just testing out, and I will be back with different, with different, with a different hustle. I'm just basically testing things out right now because I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But believe me, once I do it. All right, let's try another one. I'm basically like I'm basically just looking at how it looks right now. This is not really concrete. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Because I know for a fact, like, you want to put the docks near on the, right here. That should work. Also, remember, I got to build that sea wall too, so. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so, and I'm going to get another one. See, because pretty much I do want a stone bridge, what do they call it? A stone docking walkway or path. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but okay. Matter of fact, bridges. I should have typed in bridges. Shit, that's what dockings are. Bridges to your ship. That's a rope bridge. I'm gonna get this one too. And basically, I'm just basically just dropping assets in, trying to, because I'll figure it out later. That looks a lot more cleaner than this. Let's grab another asset here. Open catalog. And is that a stone? That's a Gothic horror. Now, just because it says whatever it says, you can use it for any way you want. You know, and I'm just gonna put these here as a reminder. You know, for next time. Let's see if we can find another bridge. You know, this is a 3D bridge here, sewer bridge. You got a winter bridge. Okay, this is more stone here. And don't be stuck in the way of how they label the how they label the assets, because the fact is, like, you can really use the assets for wherever, for however you want to use it. You know, as you see what I'm doing here, I'm basically just bringing anything I can to help me, you know, complete the design or something. I think I'll turn it like 90. I think there we go, and I'm gonna bring this down. Like I said before, this is not in stone. I'm just basically just gathering assets so I can decide what I want to use later. You know. Let's see if I can find one more, but these are pretty good right here. This is an asset here. Put that down here. This is like a bridge here. And like I said, don't be scared to use different assets for something, because like there are things like, you know, say, you know what, who's gonna fucking know anyway what you use. If it looks good on the map, use it. If it serves a purpose, use it. Okay, you see I can find another bridge. This is a rope bridge, so that's not... No, rope bridge is not happening. Nope. This is a desert bridge. Nope. Another rope bridge. Hex bridge. They got a lot of stuff here. What's this? Wooden bridge. I think it's another one. And that shit, I like that because it has water. So that might work as well. Alright. Before I do one more thing, I do want to play around with the wall here, because, like, you know, I got to rebuild this wall to make it look better than what it is. So I'm also going to play around with the I'm going to go back to the asset and find some walls here. And pretty much I want to keep more like castle bridge walls, stuff like that, wooden walls. This is imposing. What is imposing? That looks nice. Let me see if I can do double. I'm gonna grab that for the wall here. Let me see if I can put it right here. See what it looks like. Now this is going to change everything. You know, as far as, like, you know, how your city is going to look, because that's another reason why I did what I did. All right, that don't look right. Oh shoot. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to get another wall here. I just recently saw. And we should be good. I want to take this one right. Oh, they got, let me see, they got stone wall, they got wall sections. I'm just going to grab a couple here just for next time. You know. Alright. I'm going to have to push this. Make sure you, if you're trying to get it go come from forward, you know, make sure you do it that way. And also, remember, you can also layer these things as well. So don't get too fixated of it, you know, not be able to use it for the way you want. Also, you can change the size and the shape of it to fit your needs and stuff like that. So I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to paste it right here. And like I said before, I'm just basically creating a template for what I want. And this is basically just a template for everything I'm going to create here. You know, I'm not going to do all the templates right now. So again, I'm going to end the stream here. I do thank you for coming along. I will try to do part 2 next week to continue to maybe hopefully finish out or come close to a finished product. I'm going to play around with Incarnate over the weekend too, so I can get back familiar with the functionality of the website. But, and again, we did a good job here. I'm going to save it. Here's, you know, save it. Always save your work. Yeah. So again, before I end the stream, again, keep an eye out for book three. Excuse me, book four, the Dark Issue web series. Check out the other videos as well. Also, like and subscribe to the video. Share and like. Your numbers mean a lot. To help me grow this channel. This is a brand new channel that I have launched for the past 6 months. I've been working at it, and like I said before, excuse me for looking at the sound. Just basically trying to make sure the stream is going well. But yeah, just make sure that you like and subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. If you have any ideas, if you want to see some other videos that's done, if it's within my skills as far as whatever. Also, in addition to that, again, check out the book series as well. Check out the links below in this video, and I do thank you for joining me. Take care and peace. Have a nice day.